Hey guys, welcome back to Life in Pink. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll never miss an update. Everything discussed in this video is based on my personal opinions and observations. All claims are alleged and not intended to be taken as fact, and this content is for entertainment purposes only. Alright, let's talk about Destiny, Sunny, and Moses and how a carefully crafted storyline might have taken an unexpected turn. Or did it? Let's get into it.
One of my producers married Destiny's man. What I would like to do is bring Sunny and Moses to the stage.
You and Sunny, you guys are friends, right?
I would say that we were too close for this. How do you want to have a career in this industry and you make moves like that?
I was her producer, but she didn't really talk to me about Moses. You was pursuing the friendship.
I was pursuing?
Yeah, that's what I was told. You was pursuing a relationship.
I wasn't pursuing anything. It isn't favorable. Do you have to call and ask for permission, though, to date someone's ex?
Destiny's producer. I mean, how you feel about that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give two about it.
You don't go date your friend's ex.
You turn around and stab me in my back like this? You knew what she had going on from the point of you meeting her. You love by me, name your business after my baby. Law. Justice, which is the baby's name that we were going to have.
So my theory is Carlos King and a production team may have had a plan to give Destiny a successful comeback on the show by painting her as a victim in the eyes of the viewer. Destiny comes off as this hardened energy, and I believe that they wanted to soften her up a bit. So in my mind, the idea was to frame Sunny and Moses as the villains and to make Destiny look like the victim. Now the goal here is to get viewers to value behind her being Destiny and boost her likability. In theory, this strategy sounds perfect. By positioning Sunny and Moses as the antagonists, Destiny gets to garner sympathy and support from the audience. If you watched this season so far, the optics were all about painting her as the one who was wrong and making her the underdog viewers could and would root for. And again, this is just a theory of mine, but here's where things took an unexpected twist in my opinion. Destiny, given this golden opportunity for a comeback, in my opinion, just could not seem to see the forest for the trees. Instead of continuing to play along and letting the storyline build her up, she started going after Melody at every chance she got again. Now, it's worth it to note here that some think that a battery has been put in her back to continuously go after Melody. But Melody has her own fan base, the Millimeters, so attacking her isn't exactly the best move for Destiny because the Millimeters seem to make up a large chunk of viewership. And instead of seeming or appearing as the victim who deserves sympathy, Destiny is coming off as combative and petty, which sounds like it has backfired in her attempt at a public image rebrand because the comments on social media are not largely in Destiny's favor outside of the Sunny and Moses situation. Viewers were supposed to feel bad for Destiny and rally behind her, but her actions make it difficult for them to do so when she constantly keeps coming after their fave. Okay, so in theory, the idea was pretty solid. If done right, Destiny could have used this to regain her footing and become a fan favorite. And I do honestly think that that was the goal here, but as Lauryn Hill said, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Instead of using this as an opportunity to shift the narrative in her favor, Destiny seems to have self-sabotaged, in my opinion. It's like Destiny can't see the bigger picture, ever. Every time she throws shade at Melody, it pushes her further away from being seen as the victim. Instead, she comes across as bitter, and that's a tough sell when you're trying to become a show's quote-unquote sweetheart. And at this point, Destiny's actions speak louder than any edit Carlos and production could ever offer her. Also, let's just note here that some viewers may be getting confused, thinking that Moses is Destiny's ex-husband because of, how hard she's going for him. Because she does tend to talk about him like they took vows. But when it comes to LeBaric, the actual ex-husband, the father of her child, she's quiet as a church mouse. And there is a noticeable gap in the narrative when it comes to why things went south so quickly after she gave birth to their son. And instead of addressing these key issues with LB, she focuses heavily on her relationship with Moses and that quote-unquote betrayal of it all. Now, in my opinion, this shift in focus almost feels strategic in a way, as if Destiny is using her prior relationship with Moses as a way to divert attention from a seemingly dark past with LeBaric. Viewers are left wondering why Destiny chooses to highlight Moses so much while leaving out details of her failed marriage. And it's especially puzzling given how fresh her breakup with LB is in the timeline of her life. By keeping Moses in the spotlight, she might be trying to shift public perception of her, painting herself in a more favorable light. Again, this is all alleged and just a theory that I've had. But what's even more interesting is the sudden appearance of fan pages dedicated to Destiny. In my opinion, it's all by design. It's almost like she's crafting a narrative that helps her image with viewers, creating a distraction from the unresolved tension surrounding her failed marriage to LeBaric. And aside from an alleged court order, there's another reason Destiny stays so tight-lipped about what really went down between her and her ex-husband, LeBaric. And I have a hunch that part of the reason could reveal significant flaws in her character, with actual hard proof. According to Sunny, when she hinted at possibly revealing quote-unquote Destiny's truth, Destiny allegedly made calls to have Sunny keep quiet. Now, I don't doubt that if there were even the slightest chance Destiny could paint herself as the victim in a real way with evidence included, she'd be running with that narrative and probably making it her central part of her storyline this season for seasons to come. Alas, she continues to dodge questions and sidestep conversations about her own situation, all while still choosing to insert herself into Melanie and Martell's issues at every opportunity. And that's real telling in my opinion, because when someone avoids discussing their personal struggles, especially in a setting where vulnerability can actually build connection with the audience, it makes you wonder, what's the real reason behind the silence? My guess is that Destiny's truth is much more complicated, maybe even darker, than she's willing to let on. There's a big chance that what really went down between her and LeBaric doesn't align with the strong, independent, Big D energy image that she's trying to project. And if that truth did come out, it might not put her in the sympathetic light she'd prefer. What's even more frustrating is that a lot of viewers want to actually root for Destiny. She has the potential to be relatable, and many could sympathize with her as a single mom or a woman rebuilding her life after divorce, like many did with Melody. But instead of focusing on healing or growth, she seems more invested in stirring up drama and inserting herself in other people's mess. Deflection speaks to some serious issues, misplaced priorities, unresolved anger, and perhaps an unwillingness to take accountability of her own life, for her own life. Her energy is spent on all the wrong things, it seems, and it's actually making it harder for some viewers of the show to connect with her or even feel bad for her at all at this point. So what does this mean? I don't know. On one hand, drama always attracts viewers, and Destiny certainly brought plenty of that. But on the other hand, her inability to capitalize on that victim narrative may hurt her in the long run if viewers continue to see her as the antagonist rather than the underdog. I mean, she has business ventures she's trying to launch and get off the ground, and not for nothing, I never see more than a couple hundred people in her lives on TikTok or Instagram. So, hey. Okay, so that's all for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments what you think about Destiny's actions. Do you guys think production is giving Destiny a favorable edit this season? Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and discussions on your favorite reality TV shows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.